Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as $500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on UN Drive at Sailtown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
Now what the money can do, what the money can do, what the money can do. So what the money can do, what the money can do.
Hey, look at that fun car there, and I really want buy car. Yeah.
Mary, how are you?
I'm not okay. Something really confusing me.
What is it?
Lately, I see too many brands of cars on the road. Different want to. What if I want to buy a special brand of car? Where do I go?
Well, I don't know about the other brands of cars, but I heard Sika Motors have been operating in Liberia since 2013, and they are the sole distributor of all Toyota, Mitsubishi vehicles, Yamaha products, and Bridgestone tires. What's unique is that they give you 3 years warranty on bigger vehicles and whole 5 years on smaller vehicles. Parts are readily available and very affordable.
Oh, really?
I will lie to you. If you are looking to buy any one of these brands of vehicles, just head straight to Sika Motors, UN Drive, Sailtown, Bushra Island, or email sikamarketing@cfao.com.
All right, thank you, Sika Motors. You will see me soon. For more information, you can contact Sika Motors on 0775 987758 or 0881 937000.
Sika Motors.
Hello, John. What's up?
Mama Paul, I'm not good, man. Advance. We're hitting the club tonight. Will you like to join us?
Of course, my man. Count on me. You know I'm in.
But please don't bring out your rotten car. What the color now feel? You know you won't get fair getting from the club tonight. Don't spoil our operation for us with your ugly old car.
Okay, bro. If you say so.
Bro, is that Paul? Paul, where is that your old rotten car?
You haven't heard? Sika Motor has well-trained, certified technicians who are solely responsible for body and paint for all brands of vehicles. Their paints are durable and long-lasting, but they're not all. Their technicians can do a perfect finished body work on all cars. That's where I took my car. And guess what? Their prices are very affordable.
You say what? No, I couldn't even recognize your car. It looked like brand new car. What a magic.
They're not magic, They're Sika Motor technicians that are solely responsible for body and paint for all brands of vehicles. And you hear it for yourself? Make your way now to Sika Motors for all vehicles body work and paintings. Sika Motor also has state-of-the-art paint booths where they take your car for that sparkling look. They are located on UN Drive in Sailtown, Bushra Island. Their email is sikamarketing@cfao.com.
For more information, you can contact Sika Motors on 0775 987758 or 0881 937000.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it's another wonderful, great, and lovely day here across Liberia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you are joining us from. Welcome to yet another edition of the Costa Morning Show. Today is Tuesday, the 27th day of the month of June. We get a few more days to climax this month, and then we'll be in the month of July. And it's a wonderful day. Today is a great day. It's a cloudy day. Been raining throughout last evening, and we managed to make our way here this morning. Again, there was a heavy downpour of rain, but it subsided a little bit. But it's good to be back here. And I'm not here alone. I'm here with Sylvester Teves. Now, let me say, Teves, you have to unmute yourself. Good morning and welcome to the show this morning.
Good morning, Boaka. Our many listeners in and outside of Liberia, it is good to be back on the nation's premier platform. And I'm sorry I couldn't be here yesterday because of one or two engagements. And happy to be here this morning.
Okay, today is the 27th day of the month of June. We are pushing in gradually towards the 2023 most anticipated election, October 10th. We just get a few more, June, July, August, September, October. We have like roughly about three.
That's a 3 months. 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months to go. As we climax, we already finished with June, and we are up for July. We have a lot of things to talk about this morning. Let's begin with the election in Sierra Leone. There have been preliminary results coming in from the Elections Commission there in Sierra Leone, and putting the incumbent president, Julius Maada Bio, ahead of Samura Wilson Kamara. Yeah, Madam Bill is from the SLPP and Kamara is from the APC. So there are some preliminary results coming in, putting Madam Bill. Madam Bill have accumulated, the amount of votes he have accumulated so far is 1,067,666. Once again, he has accumulated the amount of 1,067,666 votes, and Samura Kamara obtaining 793,751. Kamara obtaining 793,751. Remember, Kamara is from the opposition bloc, while Madam Bio is the incumbent. So, Teves, let's begin with the elections in Sierra Leone. According to the National Elections Commission, there they have gone 60% of the tally of the votes there in Sierra Leone.
Thanks, Boaka. We've been following the process closely, and it is a good thing to have a democratic process being put into place where every citizen of a particular country will have the right to exercise their franchise, to give them the free will and practice their democratic right. And thanks be to God that from the onset we saw a kind of a situation that was very, very troubling, where people took to the street for a few days to the election, trying to instigate violence, trying to, you know, wrap up something that will be seen ugly in the eyes of the international community, and also instill fear, with neighboring countries that share borders with Sierra Leone. But thanks be to God that the situation is calmed and that the process is going on. Boaka, when Malabio first got elected, his first term that is currently ending, there were so many things that Malabio did. They clamping down on corruption, where some key government officials, past government officials, were prosecuted by the Anti-Corruption Commission in Sierra Leone, where there were so many things. Former officials restituted money and carry on so many things. Although all is not roses, but Marapio has demonstrated to be a kind of a leader, who cares for his people. And there's a common saying that says it is biblical, right? Why it is day when night cometh, no man shall work. Marapio has played a part. That's why you see an avalanche lead. Imagine how he's currently, against his adversary Kamara. So like 60% of the vote have been counted. Marabio leads with close to almost 400,000, votes, against his adversary. So Marabio might come victorious, in the election. Because Marabio been playing a card very well, despite the breeding of some tribal politics there, where the Timini and that of the Mende people, that's the kind of a politics I want to play. I think that the Mende, either from the Mende from the APC, I think, yeah, from the opposition, and the Timini from the I still to be corrected on that. So but it is okay. The process is going on. We are closely following. For me, I would see Mother Bill being re-elected because he's my kind of a president, that I love, looking at his style of governance, right? We're clamping down on corruption, carry on some massive developments and stuff and what have you. Just recently, a muted, a constructed airport was just been, unveiled to the people of Sierra Leone. I think it's something good, and also students, so many things that Marabia has done, right? So I think he will be my kind of a leader that the people of Sierra Leone should look in a direction and having re-elected.
Okay, but Teves, we will talk about he and Josh Weah, but let me just read it out. Somebody is saying you are reading old numbers. Listen to me. This platform, we are taking the message that is on the National Elections Commission website in Sierra Leone. We are not coming here to read out number that is not factual. What is on their website, what is on all the media platform in Sierra Leone is what we are reading. If you having another number, you can read it for yourself. But the number that will come up from the National Elections Commission in Sierra Leone is what we'll be reading out for you. They say incumbent Sierra Leone President Julius Maada Bio sweep 56% of the preliminary votes count. Major challenger APC leader Samora Kamara gets 800,000. So now 70 some more thousand when you add it up again 800. So it's a Bill 59 is running for the second term against 12 opponents. 12 opponents, with his biggest rival being Samara Kamara of the All People's Congress, who he narrowly defeated in 2018 election. Provisional results show that Bill had received over 1 million votes so far, compared with just under 800 for Kamara. The election has been tense. The APC said the election representative, election representative were attacked and intimidated in 3 districts on election day. So tell us, you have outlined a lot of things that Madam Bill have done. His stand against corruption. He built a new airport in Sierra Leone. A lot of things he have done when it comes to education. He have done a lot of other things. Let's compare. They both were elected in 2017. Let's look at George Weah and Madam Bill of Sierra Leone. Comparing them, if you are asked to do comparison, do you think what's occurring in Sierra Leone can be can still be done here in Liberia based on what George Weah have done for the Liberian people? He will be re-elected comes October 10th, 2023.
You know, Black Eye, there was this famous interview held with with George Weah, where he was asked during a campaign in 2017 that if he were to grade the Sirleaf-led government, what would be his grade to the Sirleaf government? George Weah was very unequivocal to have informed the public that he would grade Madam Sirleaf 80%. 80%. When George Weah took over, the man who was few months after graded Madam Sirleaf-led government 80%. In the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks to 1 month, he and folks started to cry out loud that there was no money in the coffers. Madam Sirleaf and her people pillaged the coffers of the country. They enter into our reserve. They are corrupt. They are this. They are that. Just few months after he has graded Madam Sirleaf government 80%. When he took over, they say man who has graded Madam Sirleaf 80%, or government 80%, took over the country, started to complain there was no money in the coffers. Madam Sirleaf and her folks have, damaged the economy. We saw the massive constructions of George Weah and some of his officials. George Weah breaking down his 9th Street properties, building his condominiums in the Baptist Seminary, buying the other land, going here and there, flying private jets. According to him, there was no money in the cover. The post stole the money. We saw how he and folks operated here at Buaga. You complain about the people stole the money, there was no money in the economy. As a sane person, somebody who cares for the country, the first thing you have done was to start to go after the corrupt officials, clamping down on corruption. Those promises, those things that you promised the people of Liberia, that when you take power, that was some of the things that George Weah supposed to do, right? But we saw the acquisition of wealth from George Weah and his folks, as compared to Madam Bill. When Madam Bill took over, you saw how active and strengthened the Anti-Corruption Commission has been with the young guy. There's a young guy called, I think, Bangura. You saw how former officials that investigation were carried on them in Sierra Leone. Had some of them, majority of them, restituted those money that they illegally got from the country. Unlike George Weah, who tried to hear folks try to enrich themselves and stay going on as compared to today's date. So to compare the both, Manabio has done exploits for which he deserves the renewal of contract from the people of Sierra Leone. As for George Weah, from the day he became president, George Weah started stealing, and up to today's date, he has continued. So to make a comparison between the sense, in fact, Manabio has done work and the people of Sierra Leone is rewarding Manabio, that will soon be confirmed and considered legitimate by the Election Commission of Sierra Leone, to attribute that of Manabio's working to George Weah. It is a kind of a thing that is so unrealistic. George Weah doesn't fit in that category. George Weah's contract does not need to be renewed, because all of what George Weah has promised that you have done. The people get a common saying, people say when the Christmas will be good, you will know from the Eve. What has George Weah done to convince we Liberians that we should be willing, we should be able to renew his contract for another 6 years?
Yeah,
the person when water dry, that fee will eat fee. Look at how the country is being governed, Boaga. Look at the economy. Look at the bread and butter issue. Have those issues been resolved? Look at the U.S. rate. Before the month ends, the U.S. rate might go to 190 to 95. These prices have skyrocketed. In election year, where things supposed to be at a minimum level, a bare minimum, things supposed to be stabilized, the economy supposed to be okay. Today, just 3 months to election, things have become so difficult and extreme. 3 months to election, Boaga, is that when the miracle will be performed? 3 months to election, the people can say when the river falling, you didn't follow all your things, that deal will be coming down, you will follow your pockets and your top.
But let's look at the amount of opposition that contested against Madam Bill. 12 parties contesting, 12 opposition against Madam Bill, and he have gotten such vote in Sierra Leone. Let's do the analysis. Liberia, we have roughly about 30 political parties that have already registered at the National Elections Commission. Some will be supporting the CDC, some supporting the Unity Party. But as we head to the elections, and we have political parties that are coming up with their own drawing board. Now we have the All Liberia Coalition Party of Lucini Camara, and his running mate will be coming from Grand Cape County, and he's a former lawmaker in Grand Cape County. His name is Matthew Dablo. Matthew Dablo is a former lawmaker in Grand Cape County. He will be the running mate to Lucini Camara, and you know, traditionally the Mandingos, the Muslims normally go for ACO when it comes to the election. Once somebody is contesting on that particular ticket, you have certain portion of Lofa County, you have certain portion of even Nimba and Mosrado County going towards the ACO way, and ACO will get some vote in these elections. Then now we have the Liberians People Party of Tiawan Gongolo, and his running mate will be coming from Bon County District number 1, and he's an educator, and his running mate will be named on July 9th, and that person will be Dr. Emmanuel Ure Yapawolo. Dr. Emmanuel Ure Yapawolo is the president of the Salvation Army here in Liberia. So we get all of these people coming up with their own political party, and they will be getting some votes in these elections. As we head to the 2023 elections, how do you see the future of the opposition bloc against Mr. Weah? Because if they only divide the little vote that they have in the opposition and going against an incumbent that already have his special base of the CDC, what do you make of that? Do you think we can get to a second round, or it will be a one round for certain political party in this country? Let's look at that also.
You know, Bwaka, I always love to be realistic in my analysis, right?
Mm-hmm.
There will be absolutely no round or no person or political party winning a first round election here. This election in October will go for the runoff. You know, that's when we will know who are those that love the country, who are those that are principle-minded, and so many factors, right? Let's take, for example, if CDC and Unity Party go to the second round, they run off, right?
Mm-hmm.
There will be other political parties, right? And this is just realistic. There will be other political parties that will say, I cannot vote, I cannot give my support to CDC because of what George Weah and his people have done to this country. Others will say, I will give my vote to the Unity Party. Others will say, I will give my vote to the CDC. Others will say, I will not give my vote to the Unity Party. And there will be others that will also say, there is no difference between the CDC and that of the Unity Party, because those guys that are supporting now the Unity Party or supporting Ambassador Joseph Yema Bwaka, they were the same people that opted with George Weah to make the country of what it is today. So on that note, I'm going to abstain from the election. There will be other group of people that will abstain from the election because they must see that there is no difference between George Weah and the Unity Party folks. Only because, according to them, some of them, their argument might be that those same folks that were with the CDC, that were with George Weah, that have aided and abetted all of the bad governance being meted or being carried on by George Weah and folks against the Liberian people. These are some of the same people going beyond Ambassador Joseph Yema Bwaka. So some of them may be in the middle to say we will abstain from the process. There will be some that will support Ambassador Bwaka in the runoff. There will also be some that will support George Weah in the runoff. There will also be some that will abstain from the process simply because of, in their mind, there is no difference. So we should expect these outcomes. We should expect these outcomes. And having political parties, you know, so many political parties in the race and stuff and what have you, Boyka, some get the motives that getting political parties, they will have to be contacted for endorsement so that they can make money and get jobs. These are some of the motives why people create political party, knowing fully well they won't make any major impact in that particular election. But they want to use that party in order to get money and get jobs. Well, so you have these kind of political parties in these political arrangement and stuff and what have you. That's why it is everyone's right? It is everyone's right to participate and have it. So that's just it, Boyka. That's just it. So till a group of people, again, there will be till a group of people. Some will support the CDC if the CDC goes to the second round. Some will support the United Party if the United Party goes to the second round. Some will abstain from the process. According to them, the argument will be there is no difference between the CDC and the United Party, because those people that were behind the CDC that have damaged the country are the same folks that are currently getting behind Ambassador Joseph Yima Bwaga. So there will be no difference. So it will be 3 SARS, 3 outcomes in the election. Just watch and you'll thank me later.
Okay, so again, folks, so we are still making some analysis. We'll transition. We have a topic to discuss about, some things there at the Liberian National Police. But before we go, Teves, let's look at APCO, the Liberian People's Party. But before we go to that, let's look at Dr. Clarence Moniba. Dr. Clarence Moniba has selected Grace Pan as his running mate. You know Grace Pan, former superintendent, Mosurado County. Grace Pan, she was involved into a saga that you eat, I eat saga in Liberia here, the famous you eat, I eat, a saga. So Clarence Moniba has selected Grace Pan. Let's do some analysis here on APCO coming up with the running mate, Gongolo coming up with a running mate, and then Tiawon, because people are pressured with time now to select their running mate. There have been some names in the corridor for some people, but now we are seeing the real names are coming out. If everything goes well, Clarence Moniba, he have already done that. He have already selected Grace Pan as his running mate in the upcoming elections. Let's look at Grace Pan and Clarence Moniba. Can they pull up the number they deserve in the upcoming election? Let's look at them first.
Bwakai, Clarence Moniba is a fine young man, fine young gentleman, very studious, very intelligent. And but of late, let's say of recent and of late, right? We see the activity of Clarence Moniba just being centralized in Montserrat County. Of recent, you can bear witness with me, Bwaka, on this. Most of the activities, that's a 95 to 98% of Dr. Clarence Moniba activity is just right in Montserrat County. He's a fine gentleman, like I said, very studious and very intelligent. In fact, I've sat with him before at his residence in the ELWA community. And, we have some talk prior to him, coming up with said ambition. And, but can Clarence Moniba come up with the necessary vote that could make him win as president of Liberia? Realistically, no. Clarence Moniba, Dr. Moniba cannot be. I just see him as one of those participants, not being very, very a cocky in saying that, but I'm just real, right? Dr. Moniba would be just one of the many participants that have been participating in our election. And, getting, and let me set the record straight, right? About Grace Pan, or Reverend Mother Grace Pan. She's a Reverend, as a matter of fact. And, there's you E saga. I think she okay, good. We back. I think it was Reverend Mother Grace Pan who exposed the former representative of district number 16, Edward X4, where he was caught on an audio tape, and, trying to say you ERE and this and that and blah blah blah. It was Grace Brown who leaked out that audio on the former representative. She is a very reputable woman, Mother Grace Brown. Another very reputable woman like Dr. Clarence Moniba, another reputable and a studious young man. So can they pull the trigger? Can they pull the trigger? For me, I would say no. They can. They will be one of those many participants that have participated in so many elections in our country. They won't. They will come out with some votes, but with those votes being so significant that we lead on lend them to the presidency, I would say no. Probably they could be helpful in the second round. These few thousand votes that they will get, if they pledge their support to a candidate that will make it to the runoff, or they could help in that process just to do few thousand votes. But to make it in the runoff, Leone, that the party is going on, for me, it is not possible.
All right. So let's come to Lucinin Camara. The All Liberian Coalition Party, APCO, is noted for, when it comes to the Muslims, the Mandingos, heavily support the All Liberian Coalition Party. Once they do have a presidential candidate in the first round, they all go all out, not this time around, but a few Muslims do vote the All Liberian Coalition Party. So getting a running mate from another populated Islamic county, Grand Cape Mount County, the former lawmaker Matthew Dablo, that's the name that has been in the corridor of APCO that will serve as running mate to Lucinin Camara. Do you think Lofa, Cape Mount, part of Monserrado, Nimba, do you think they can come fifth in the upcoming elections? Because they think that they do have the number they themselves, so they are trying the process.
Thank you, Bwaga. ACOP has been one of the well-known political parties in our country. To speak of the 1997 election, where ACO made a serious case in our country, where the late Professor Dr. Alhaji G.V. Nkrumah, was the political leader then, and it is widely and obviously known by the entire country that ACO is a Muslim-dominated political party. It is widely known that ACO is a Muslim-dominated political party. The recent elections, the two elections that were here, we didn't see ACO being as a political party participating. You have all of their members, majority of them supported the United Party. Majority of those people who subscribe to the ideology of ACO supported the United Party then. So United Party got more support from the Muslim background, from the Mandingos and other tribes, that subscribe to the Islamic faith. But now see ACO herself, Bwaga, participating in the election with one of their sons who is considered as a darling boy in the Islamic faith in Liberia, in person of Lucini F. Camara, who, according to many of them, has always been there for the Muslim people, advocating for them, rendering humanitarian work for them, carrying on so many things for them. So, according to them, it is about time that ICO made one of their sons president. But the question that comes to one mind is, if even all of the Muslim brothers and sisters, right, get themselves in one basket and support Lucini F. Camara, can those numbers make Lucini F. Camara president? I would say no. I would say no. But ACO, as a political party, is a force to reckon with. Is a force to reckon with.
Yeah, Teves,
you saw.
Yeah, I want to come in.
Before you come in, let me learn that thought. You saw how the process of unveiling ACO's political leader that time. You saw the massive turnout of sons and daughters of the Islamic faith. Sons and daughters from the Muslim background, how they massively turned out to support their own. And Lucini F. Camara, as a person, is revered in the Islamic community. He's somebody who the people respect, right? So now, ACO will not make it. I'm being definitive and just it, right? ACO will not make it to the runoff. But ACO will be a force to reckon with in the runoff. Meaning, who ACO gives their support to, it is a kind of a huge support that could lend such a person to the presidency. ACO will not make it to the second round. ACO will not make it to the runoff. I'm not saying that out of arrogance. No. It is just a reality. Some of my Muslim brothers and sisters here witnessing it laughing can attest to that, right? But ACO, whoever ACO supports in the runoff, that support to that person will be a massive support.
Teves, with Lucini Camara being on a ballot, who you think when it comes to the Unity Party or the CDC we lost vote? For me, I think with you Lucini being on a ticket, it will create some problem for the Unity Party, because the Unity Party is heavily supported by Muslims. If you listen to all local radio stations, when they are carrying on or pulling in whatsoever, all the Camaras, the Corners, the Toules, the Fofanans, once ever they call, they will say they are supporting Unity Party. So with quote unquote Lucini Camara being on the ballot, it will take out some votes from the Unity Party. That's first. Of course, it will take out some votes from the CDC, but it will not be that much equal to the Unity Party. So we hope the All Abroad Coalition Party may likely, like I said again, may likely, because we know this is politics. And when it comes to politics, the arrowheads of the political parties make decisions, and their members too make their own decision, most especially when it comes to the second round. In the second round, we hope the ACO may go the Unity Party way and they may not go the CDC way. Or even if the arrowheads of the political party do go the CDC way, the ordinary voters, the ordinary the cameras will not go the CDC way. They may likely go the Unity Party way. Yeah. So what I'm asking, and I think you have already answered that, with whatsoever it is, the Unity Party in the first round will lose some votes. Once ACO is on the ballot, comes October 10th, 2023. What do you make of that?
Come again, you are breaking in, Jana Bwaga.
Okay, I was saying, once ACO is on the ballot or Lucini Camara is seated on that ballot, the Unity Party will lose some vote, and the CDC, it will be a little plus for the CDC because the Unity Party will lose some vote as we go in the first round.
Most definitely, Bwaka, most definitely, the percentage of the Unity Party in the first round will drop. That's the fact. That cannot be denied.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Definitely, the Unity Party will lose majority of our voters in the first round. And if the Unity Party makes it to the second round in the runoff, right? So that's just a fact that you cannot deny. Because I can tell you for free, in the first round, our brothers, our Muslim brothers and sisters are going to vote for their own.
Mm-hmm.
In their numbers, they are going to vote for ACO. They are going to vote for Lucini F. Camara. In their numbers. In their numbers, they are going to vote. They feel they need seat at the table. Our brothers and sisters feel they need seat at the table. So they need to be represented. And they need to show that strong message. And that strong message will be shown in the first round. Watch my word. ACO, we got to be very careful. If our brothers from the ANC will not step up on their 7% upward to go up, ACO must step up above that 7%. That's just been real, Bwaka. ACO must step out, must step up. So, there will be a lot of plays in these coming elections, Bwaka. Strange things are going to happen. And we'll just watch and give our analysis on it.
Okay,
but
let's
focus a force to reckon with in these elections.
Okay, let's come to the Liberia's People Party, LPP of Tiawan Gonglo. So Tiawan Gonglo is aiming at the head and president of the Salvation Army in Liberia, in person of Dr. Emmanuel Weah as his running mate. He's from Bon County. Bon County, we saw the ANC putting out number recently in Bon County. And again, Tiawan Gonglo is from Nima County. His running mate may likely be from Bon County, and they are neighboring county. So let's look at Tiawan stand in the upcoming elections. We know that with Tiawan being on the ballot, it may one way or the other again affect the Unity Party. It may one way or another again affect the Unity Party in Nimba County. In Nimba County. What I'm saying, the Nimbadians, they normally they used to vote for their son in person of Prince Yerube or Prince Yomi Johnson. Prince Yomi Johnson. And Prince Yomi Johnson is not, he's not going to be on the ballot this time around, but he has put forth a running mate to the Unity Party in person of Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun is the running mate now to former Vice President Joseph Newman Boakai. So, Dr. Emmanuel Weah, who's from Bon County, and he will be contesting on Councillor Tiawon Gongolo, and that's another great ticket there coming up, because they both counties are densely populated. Teves, you know that. Nimba is populated, Bong is also populated, and they both, the presidential candidate from Nimba, the vice is from Bong. Who's going to win and who's going to lose politically? The both Unity Party and the CDC again.
Thank you, Bwaga. I'm not going to definitively tell you that who is going to win, who is going to lose, and stuff and whatever. But I'm just going to give my analysis as it plays, right? Tiawon Gongolo, we all know as a revered, a reputable, and very principle-minded individual when it comes to his undertakings, right? And he's somebody who has commanded respect from lots of people in this country and even our partners internationally. Tiawon Gongolo, the name Gongolo in Nema County is a household name. And you get the likes of Ide Gongolo Weah, his sister, who has challenged the political status quo in Nema County. She's proven to be somebody who also commands the respect of the people. And looking at her as an individual, her support base, and looking at Tiawon himself, I think Tiawon Gongolo is going to put up a show in Nema County. So there will be three forces, namely the CDC, the United Party, and that of how they call Tiawon Gongolo. So Tiawon Gongolo is going to take good sum of votes in Nema County. And one of the smartest things Tiawon did is to take a running mate from one of the populated and vote-rich counties, that is Bong County. And Yapawolo is also another respectable young man in our country. I met with Yapawolo once. He appeared on our station when we were on Ashmont Street. He appeared on the Costa Show before. A very highly educated young man. And, you know, his impact in the educational sector in our country, in Monserrado, in Bong County and stuff. And Tiawon's mother is also from Bong County. Are you aware, Bwaka?
Yeah.
Tiawon's mother is also from Bong County. So Tiawon is going to get vote from Nema. Tiawon is going to get vote from Bong County with the help of Dr. Yapawolo also, and also in Monserrado County, looking at his stance on issues. Tiawon is going to get vote. Tiawon is also a force to reckon with. The same way how Lucini Camara of the ACOP and ACOP as a political party, that's the same way the LPP, the Liberian People Party, as a matter of fact, 2005 in the first round and 2011 I voted for 2005 voted for the LPP. At that time they have merged to the APD, the United People Party, and that of the LPP. They came together and we formed the Alliance for Peace and Democracy, APD, which was headed by Dr. Tobana Tipote. I voted the APD. You know, the LPP is a political party where the progressives originated from. You get the LPP and you get the UPP, right? You know, the progressives, they have something to say in our body politics. They have followers. They still have people who believe in their progressive ideology. And LPP, Tiawan as an individual, is an attraction. LPP as a political party is an attraction for the progressive, the old and the young progressives. So Tiawan, like Lucini F. Kamara, is also a force to reckon with, Waka. Tiawan will not make it to the runoff. The LPP and Tiawan will not make it to the runoff. That's just a fact again. But for the second round, who they will pledge their support or give their support to, it will be massive. It will be massive. But definitively, I can say to you, Councilor Tiawan Gonglo, and the people can say sweeper one, right? Because the man moves around with the broom.
Boom one.
So they call him broom one. The man wants to sweep corruption and bad governance from Liberia. A fan revered personality in Tiawan Gonglo will not make it to the second round. That's just the fact.
Okay, so Teves.
In the runoff. In the second round,
that's the question I'm about to ask you.
He will be of force.
In a runoff, Teves, if Union Party do qualify for the second round with the CDC, what you think? Who you think Tiawan will join his weight behind? Will it be the Union Party or the Congress for the Coalition for Democratic Change?
For me, realistically, right? Two things that I expect. Two things that I expect. Tiawan might. I'm carefully using my word. Tiawan might support the United Party, or Tiawan might abstain from the process. I repeat, Tiawan might support the United Party. Another one could be Tiawan might abstain from the process, meaning some of those people, again, I will always like to use this, right? Some of the people that were behind George Weah, who have helped George Weah to destroy the country, are now going beyond Boaka to make their president fail and stuff and what have you. So now, Tiawan might support the United Party, or Tiawan might abstain from the process and to save himself. There are two things I expect from Tiawan. Either he abstains or he supports the United Party. But for Tiawan to support CDC, I don't see it happening. I don't see Tiawan supporting the CDC. He must support the United Party or abstain from the process. But for to support CDC, and it might be a contradiction to Tiawan's philosophy and ideology. That's just it.
Okay, for me, I think Tiawan, like you said, I think he will support the Unity Party. What am I saying so? When Costa and I hosted a show, or we hosted him, I asked him on that day, and even when I alone hosted him, I asked him if any of the opposition bloc, by that time, Josh, former Vice President Joseph Yuma Boaka, haven't selected a running mate yet. I asked him if any opposition bloc have reached out to him in making him the running mate to their party. He said he's open up to parties, opposition parties, but he's not open up to George Weah. And he said Ambassador Brocker haven't reached out to him yet. And he think if he may work with anybody that could have bent Buaka. So what I'm trying to say, people mind can change, but for me, I think if the LPP don't make it to the second round, I think Tiawan will support Buaka. Yeah, that's my own thing about it. That's what I'm thinking. And I think so for a fact. And the issue about Tiawan selecting a running mate from Bond County, I like the way you put it. The both counties are vote-rich counties. Tiawan is a force to reckon with, like loosening. They all are in the trying process. They are trying their best. Tiawan is preparing himself for 2029. He think that by then he will be fully ready. So now he think that he can go apart from the person that he was expecting to go as running mate to. Once that person never selected him, he think now he can go as presidential candidate and prepare himself for 2029. So here we are now, Teves. They bought all of the candidates that we've been thinking about. Oh, support say, Tiawan will see that Costa as a running mate. Tiawan will do this, blah blah blah. Here we are. Even though Tiawan haven't yet come up with the name, but we know of fact that Dr. Emmanuel Yure Yakpawolo will be the running mate to Tiawan. So all of our analysis, the plus, the minus, if they all do come up the second round to support the opposition bloc, do you think it can give Buaka a win over Weah? You knowing that Buak means Weah is the incumbent and he do have the cash, the money, the blah blah blah. They are coming with flashes vehicle all around here now. October 10th, if all the oppositions just say this is the opposition team, this is the Liberia people team, this is what the Liberia people want, and we'll give them what they want. After all of the noise have been caused in the first round, let us forget about all the noise that we are caused, all of the insults that we are given each other, all of the bitter pills that we have created for each other. Let us let go of it and focus on Liberia and maintaining the peace and focusing on an opposition win. Do you think Buaka can easily win Weah with all the opposition support?
You know, Buaka, to answer your question, I would say yes. I would say yes for the fact if the opposition's political parties and decide to support Ambassador Buaka in the runoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're not facing the fact too, Buaka, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've said this before, and this is what some of our folks don't want to hear. There should be a position now for opposition members that the idea of attacking each other, putting on that spirit of pomposity, arrogance, and other vices that have the propensity to spill out bad blood and bring out hatred, and it should stop. And people should abolish that thinking of being entitled. That should be stopped. That they are entitled to this, they are entitled to that. They are the most educated, they are the most sophisticated. They are this, they are that. Mr. Clean, Mr. This, Mr. That, and Mr. This. All of these things should stop. Because No one political party can win an election year, Boaka. That is a fact. No one political party can win an election year. So after you feeling causing all of these troubles, you feeling insulting each other, you feeling calling each other names, you feeling creating a state of that other party being less important, and you feeling doing all of that. Then in the second round, you expect the men to come and support you? No. So opposition political parties should stop attacking each other. Should start now going after, having meetings, negotiating, and signing communiques that, if you go to the second round, we'll support you. If I go to the second round, we'll support you. Start having these kind of negotiations. We are just 3 months away to election. But the igniting conflict, Waika, throwing jabs and tantrums at each other. If tomorrow one of them goes to the runoff, definitely that other party, that other opposition party will not feel pleased after creating that stalemate of confusion. So mine is opposition political parties should stop attacking each other. Everybody should go and sell their candidate and sell their platform and stop the attack on each other. Because if that continues, there will be a serious tension among them. If one goes to the second round, the other might not support them. So the best bet, yes, if opposition in their numbers support Ambassador Joseph Yima Boakai in the runoff, if he goes to the runoff, yes, Ambassador Boakai is going to win the CDC. But if they go in a splintered form, like the way they did 2017, George Weah is going to win the election. So now it is visibly known and seen that there is a possibility of Ambassador Joseph Yima Boakai making it to the runoff. So the United Party folks now should seize the moment. To start reaching out. Now you should be seen as the dump site where you can accept every dirty water and every dirty thing. If you even step on your toaster, you shut up. But you don't react to everything, be insulting other people, making them to be seen as irrelevant. And it will cause a major and serious harm for you in the runoff. Maybe I can say my own.
Yeah.
That's how I can say my, and that's just the fact. It is possibly seen and visibly seen that the United Party is at her gains of making it to the second round with the CDC.
Okay, so
that's just if any variable plays in, well, that's it. But as for now, if anything pops up in the future, who knows? But as for now, that is what it is. Variable might change. There's a possibility that there might be some other variables that might play in. But for now, on the current stage, that is what it is. Until that variable comes in and changes it. That's just it.
Let's look at the involvement of former President Johnson Sirleaf. I linked the last time to Senator Abraham Dallas Leone on a lower platform, and he admitted that the former president Johnson Sirleaf did call him and Nyombli Kanga Lawrence, senator, asking them to go the Cummins way. But then she wanted for Nyombli to go as running mate to Alexander Cummins. let's look at the involvement of former President Johnson Sirleaf to our body politics and the harm it will create for the Unity Party in the upcoming October 10th elections. We know this woman have said that over her dead body will Joseph Nyeman Boakai be president of the Republic of Liberia. And she's still being seen in the eyes of the Unity Party supporters as their godmother of the party, and they are relying on her one way or the other for direction. But others are saying that she's stabbing the Unity Party in the back by heavily supporting Mr. Alexander Cummins. She got a hand in Charlene being selected as the running mate to Alexander Cummins. She's getting Cummins to where he is today. So let's look at her involvement and the problem it may create for the Unity Party in October. What's your own analysis on that? For me, I think once she stay alive, one way or the other, there'll be some gameplay in the upcoming elections, and you know she's capable of that.
You know, Baka, right? If it is true and not gossip, that Madam Sirleaf made the statement that over her dead body, while she's alive, that Joseph Nyeman Boakai will become president. First of all, let me say Ellen is not God. Why God destined for any man, it will come to pass. Why God destined for Teves, no man can stand in front of it. Why God destined for Boakai, no man can stand in front of it. I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible. And, you know, I think one of the scriptures says, who is man when God says a thing, and, you know, and man doesn't approve it? Something like that. And, you know, so Ellie is not God to say if while she's alive, if Boakai becomes president over her dead body. She's not God. So here is it, right? Boakai, I've said this, and I will continue to say this. There are some Unity Party folks, officials, in high-ranking positions that are still loyalists to Madam Johnson Sirleaf. I repeat, there are some Unity Party executives that are still loyalists to Madam Sirleaf. In fact, some of them have been releasing strategies of the UP to Madam Sirleaf. Some of them. So the fight giving Madam Sirleaf that impetus, Boakai, giving Madam Sirleaf the gravitas, the will, the power to think that she can influence the election of stabbing Ambassador Joseph Nyeman Boakai in the back will be generated from the UP herself. Because there are still some folks in the UP that are still loyalists to Madam Johnson Sirleaf. They still giving Madam information. They still giving Johnson Sirleaf information as to their day-to-day activities of the party. So, Ellie, yes, she's one of the greatest politicians in our country. She's one of the greatest politicians in our country. But to me, Ellie will try her best. What's supposed to happen will happen. Maybe what she said, when God help Bwaka wins the election, maybe that the day when they announce Bwaka, that day she will fall and die. Maybe that day she will fall and die. But no one should think in this country that Liberia owes them, that they can do anything to our country to make sure that our country is being held at their will and pleasure. Ellen will try her best. Ellen will not succeed when some of those Unity Party folks stop making Ellen to be a demon god. Start feeding Ellen with information with their party, their activities and strategies. They should stop it. Some of them are double dipping. They are giving support to ANC through strategies of what United Party is doing and pretending to be with the United Party. If they stop it, they will, Ellen will not succeed. If they stop it. But wherein they're giving all their voicing, all their strategies and stuff and what have you, over there meeting Eddie Johnson Sirleaf and stuff and what have you, they will stab their own party in the back. That's all I can say. But Ellie is not God to stop anybody of becoming president.
Okay, we left with 20 more minutes to go on the show. I don't know if you want us go into that thing or we can do it tomorrow. I don't know what you look at.
So we on that particular case that has to do with the former police officer who was illegally dismissed, who was dismissed before they conduct an investigation. And after that investigation was conducted and the findings came out, they called for the reinstatement of that particular officer up to present. They have not, called the officer back. So we will look at it on Thursday.
Okay.
Or Friday. Let's do it Friday, Bwaka. And we can even have the young man on the show.
Okay,
right?
that's good.
We can even have you on the show. We can do it Friday. I spoke with him this morning, and I'm also reaching out to some authorities of the Liberia National Police to also corroborate our information before coming up with this issue on the show. I'm also reaching out to some authorities of the Liberia National Police.
Okay, so we'll open the phone lines now on 0770-102-102, 886-010-383, 555-102-102. Those in the diaspora, the WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Once again, the WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. You have listened to our analysis and from the All Liberian Coalition Party, from the LPP, the Dr. Harry Moniba, Clarence Moniba, and now is your time to be a part of the conversation. Placing your calls +231. Yep.
So I was like trying to struggle to find that particular quotation in the Bible where when men speak that word on you. It's found in Lamentations chapter 3 verse 37. It says, "Who is he who speaks and it comes to pass when the Lord has not commanded it?" So it's in attribute to what Eddie has said over a dead body, and I yet to believe that statement if she actually said it. It's in attribute to what Eddie has said allegedly that over her dead body that Joseph Bwaka will become president. Is she God? And so I just decided to get the correct scripture and say it because I was struggling to have it on.
All right, so folks, you can now place in your calls +231-888-624171. Those in the diaspora, that's the WhatsApp number. You can see a pin right under my name there. +231-888-624171. You have listened to all of the analysis we made here this morning. It's level of you now to call in if probably you have something to disagree with us on, or you have some points to make. The phone lines are now open: 0770 102 102 86 010383 555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. We are here and taking your calls. Teves, you follow the saga again that is coming up in the NPP between the Vice President Joe Howard Taylor faction of the NPP and the James Barney faction of the NPP. 120 officials of the party came out with a resolution reinstating their party chairman James Barney as the legitimate chairman of the National Patriotic Party, and Joe Howard Taylor and other folks from her own faction of the party are saying that they no longer see James Barney as the legitimate chairman of the party because he's no longer going their way to support the CDC. And James Barney is saying once Joe Howard Taylor is supporting the CDC, he will not support them in that endeavor. So I don't know what you make of that up until we can get some calls coming in. Folks, once again, the phone lines are open. You can call on our WhatsApp number +231 888 624171 or 0770 102 102 86 01038 555 102 102. So what do you make of the NPP saga?
I know, Waka, there has always been this commotion in the NPP as it relates to legitimacy. A day will be the standard bearer or the political leader. Another day will be the party chairman. Another day will be the secretary. And we've been following it. And I think the Joel faction controls the legitimate part of it because they went to convention and the convention result proved that James Barney was defeated. But he has contested that the convention wasn't legal and this and that, and there was also a dialogue. They had that dialogue.
All right.
And there was an agreement to read a show and read sign that particular agreement with the CDC.
Yeah, to have
the correlation in type. And he said no, he cannot do it. I don't know for which reason. So then
good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name is Johnny.
This is Sam. I'm calling from Lehigh, Florida. Hey, look, I heard terrorists saying that people are attacking or political parties are attacking each other, opposition. Let's look at the fact. It's not the political heads that are attacking each other like that. These are people who are supporters, partisans of the various parties. But the political heads cannot control these people. They cannot control everybody. You cannot have everybody, I call it a lot of chicken, and you are the one that putting bread on your table, and you think that you can control their mouth. This is democracy. So, in any case, we all want to face this attack every day to the end. So, I don't think we should take that to be something so personal on anybody. Then let's just continue talking.
Okay.
You cannot control it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. You cannot control it, but we are looking at the second round. If you have already done all of the damages in the first round, how can you reunite in the second round? That's where we are coming from. So you can be a part of the discussion also, placing your calls 077-0102-102-86-010383, 555-102-102. Those in the diaspora, you can call us on our WhatsApp number. It's +231-888-624171. You will be live with us here on the Costa Show. I'm Brock Amara Kamara and Sylvester Teves. Now, we are here bringing you today's edition of the Costa Show. Teves, you are in route about the James banning fashion of the MPP. Yep.
So we didn't know what really went wrong, and we saw James Banning deflecting from the coalition at this point in time after 5 years, 8 months with the coalition, just 4 months to election. We saw James Banning deflecting the scene. We just don't know what really went wrong there, and but we are watching. The Joel Howard Taylor's faction of the MPP, and has gone ahead to re-sign their commitment being a member of the Coalition for Democratic Change. And we've also seen Alex Tyler also. He has resigned from the LPDP. The LPDP still remains a member of the Coalition of Democratic Change, and so James Banning has left. Alex Tyler has also left. So are they taking away? Are they carrying along the structure of the arrangement, or they are going there as an individual? So that could be the question that will be asked. And are they leaving from the coalition as an institution, or they are leaving from there as an individual? So one may say they're leaving from there as an individual, so that might not have enough bearings or injury on the coalition. So that's just it. The people have made this guy, how they call him, the former chairman, the former vice chair of administration, now the chairman of the party, how they call our man Mobile. Yeah. I'm gonna get up and hot down the Costa Show too. So before the now acting chairman, we are the same message to the aviation authority. Yeah. See the man, a lot of I saw the man. I saw the man on carry skill, man. We ear raw top. I said, yeah, the ball I get by government again.
They know on scratch. I said the man begin chairman.
I've got some intel. They say how men built two way Begube. I know that former Begube Dion or the man stay Begube Dion. They say they get a man. Begube Dion get a man. So I'm consultancy to the port. The men are taking $2,000 to $3,000 US every month for a lay consultancy until they can't appoint the man in government again, man. Reading, my man. The man reading some statement from MPP. I said, yeah, power. This is a man where you get this value. So it used to be like this. Please don't use the part between them, but here is politics as why they divided them.
Let's take Tom Will. Tom Will, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing, Baga Kamara? And how you doing, Mr. Na?
I'm doing pretty well. Welcome.
Thank you. I have a question for Tevin now, but I would like to lay the basis before he can answer if I shall leave the land. Tevin contradicts himself when he said that the opposition need to come together because second round we need each other. And he also said that Joseph Boaga, from all indication, Joseph Boaga is now in the lead to face George Weah. He came back and talked about variables there is also said there's a possibility that variable play in interplay, and somebody can come from behind and meet George Weah. But from those different comments, I want to express myself, or I want to give my own opinion on that. And let me be very, very frank. Though the election is a very, very critical election.
And Tom.
No stone will be left unturned. Do you understand the strategy of the ANC? ANC strategy is a very, very desperate political strategy that need to be met with resistance. ANC wants to meet George Weah, but they said they cannot meet George Weah without destroying Joseph Boakai. So the political strategy of ANC is to do all things possible in their beings to attack Honorable Joseph Boakai to face George Weah, and that is the variable Mr. Trevor now we're talking about. So, Mr. Trevor, do you expect the United Party to watch?
Please hold Tom there before he leaves the land.
Okay, Tom, hold on. Let Teves answer. He said, "You want you be on the land." Teves, you want to come in there on that?
Tom, here is the point. I didn't contradict myself, right, Tom? Listen, politics is not science, meaning it is not exact, right? I said that as it stands currently, Joseph Boakai is on that table of making it to the second round.
Thank you.
Until a variable can interplay that could twat. Is that what you call contradiction? This is politics. Politics is not science.
You said
politics is not science.
There's a possibility that
politics is not science. Politics is not exact. There is no any form of contradiction.
What are you saying?
Yeah, guys, let's Tom come in. So Teves, jealousy, let him come in. Then you can come in.
Mr. Na, I understand what you're saying. You said Joseph Boakai for now. Joseph Boakai is at the forefront. We have 3 months to election. You said there's a possibility that other political variable interplay, and that
that piece of variables. Come on, man.
The political strategy.
Okay, so Tom, hold on. So Teves, what are some of those variables that you are talking about? What do you think?
I will remain tablet. I will remain tablet because I know some of our guys, they're quite to catch feelings. I will remain tablet of some of those variables that are played in. So I reserve all comments.
If you say if you say you will remain tablet, it means that you're not doing justice for our audience.
I reserve comments. I reserve my comments.
No, but instead, if the ordinary person that is listening to you now and you say you will remain tablet, it means
I reserve my comments.
Audience in suspense. So it means
that those variables. What I can do, I will pray behind the scene and those variables don't interplay.
Okay, so Jack
conclude. So, no, Teves, to be honest, Teves understands the issue, the political dynamics of our Liberian politics. He understands it. It's a key factor. So when he's speaking, be very careful. As a supporter of the Unity Party, let me be very honest with you. When we breach the breach. Now, we repair any attack because that attack, we repair any attack, we repair any resistance. No, the ANC have a desperate political strategy. And then desperate political strategy to get rid of the person who is closer to is. Let me lay out the 1 second. To get rid of the person who is closer to that variable talking about, Teves is a smart guy. That variable you're talking about, that variable we are attacking. We are resisting that variable by to make sure that.
The man say, Teves, your variable that you are talking about is the ANC. So before that variable can come, they will attack everywhere that is coming from.
And then they attack. So when the variable doesn't interplay, they just keep attacking that. So the second round, when they create all the north, our ANC will go support them.
That's the problem. So we can take roughly 2 more calls: 0770-102-102, 886-010-383. Those in the diaspora, the WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Call in and be a part of the show this morning. You listen to our analysis. We can take 2 more calls. Yeah, roughly about 2 more calls. And yesterday I talked on similar thing here, Tevez. You are on the show. I keep saying that the Unity Party have a huge burden to take right now. Yeah, the Unity Party will have to accept anything that comes their way, because it's like you are taking your shower and then a crazy man or somebody that is not mentally okay, jack the laptop from your door or your whatsoever it is. Then you as an individual, and then you start running behind a see crazy man, so you can be running all on the street. So you have to be very careful. Let's take this caller on the line. I know the ANC man, the ANC man coming in to defend himself. So we'll have Musa. Musa Kisa, welcome.
Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Taylor.
Welcome.
Taylor, thanks for the analysis. Interestingly, Joseph Baka may never make it to the second round. You guys don't understand. You're still going by the same electoral map from 2017. Right now, Clarence Moniba is making headway in the Bani community, in the Bani area in Lofa. Tomofala is making headway in the Kisi dominant area in Lofa. Joseph Baka will struggle to even get vote in Lofa right now as it stands.
Yeah,
but when it comes to Mosrado will be a battle for. So let me tell you something. Joseph Baka will lose more votes from the Afro apparent than the Mosrado apparent, and the issue of Lofa County is a big factor. Don't forget also in the month of God, Taylor Governor will be in Nimba County. So don't look at the 2017 map, electoral map. Look at the current reality. You know, follow where Joseph Baka may make it to the second round. So when I hear you guys say, as it stands, don't organize pool that you guys go by state. It will not work. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Let
me ask you this question from your own observation or your own analysis. Who you think may likely? I know you are an ANC supporter, and I know most definitely you say Kumis will make it to the ANC. I mean, say to the second round. But let me just ask you the question: who you think can go as second runner-up to Weah in the upcoming election?
Okay, here's the reality. Weah may not make it to the second round.
Yeah, my man.
I'm telling you the truth. You gotta look at it. Right. You gotta look at incumbency factor because Weah is an incumbent, right?
Yeah.
But as it stands, the silent majority are supporting the CPP, not the ANC. The silent majority. That takes us slightly above the 2 runner-up.
So
the Unity Party and the CDC.
And you say Unity Party and the who CDC?
Unity Party and CDC are right now struggling behind the CPP in every national pool that we are conducting.
Okay, so all we know from your end, the ANC will come number 1 in the election. Let me say the CPP will come number 1 in the election, and followed by Unity Party and CDC, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you the issue about the attack from the Unity Party to the ANC, from the ANC to the Unity Party. Do you think it may help any political party in the second round?
It's not helpful. And we don't call it attack. So you guys are start using the word attack. The Unity Party has served, she has a record. It is a record the Unity Party will go after, not individual. Every time we say Unity Party fail, they don't agree that Unity Party fail. When you say Unity Party is successful, the Unity Party take it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you so much, Big Brother. The time you listen, he's from the ANC, and according to him, as things stands now, the CPP is way ahead of the CDC and the Unity Party. they will come first, followed by the Unity Party and then the CDC. Because according to him, the silent voters are so many that they are no longer going to trust George Weah with the mantle of authority of even coming second, but way number 3. Ordinary Liberians.
Let me say this, right? If even that George Weah will not win the election, right? There will be no way can the CDC conduct election here. They don't make it to the runoff. They can make it to the runoff and be defeated in the runoff. But the CDC cannot host election here and be defeated in the first round. No. Not at all. Not at all. CDC can make it to the runoff and be defeated in the runoff. But she cannot make it in the first round and doesn't make it to the runoff. That's far from reality. So some of our brothers who saying that, oh, CDC will not even make it in the first round. CDC will not make it in the first round. They will not make it in the runoff. Let us stop being playful. I call that being playful, right? Let us stop being playful, right? Let's speak the reality. Incumbency factor will play. Let me tell you something. CDC still possesses the numbers. You like it or not. CDC still command some respect. Like it or not. If election is held here, CDC will make it to the second round. And if care is not taken in the runoff, CDC will be re-elected. That is a fact. The way we're seeing things going, opposition people going, the other one attacking this and that. If the opposition members, political parties, don't support one of their own, if that political institution makes it to the second round, CDC will again be re-elected. CDC will be re-elected. So some of our brothers say, CDC will not make it in the second round. That's a bluff. CDC is going to make it to the runoff. There will be CDC and an opposition political party that will make it to the runoff.
All right, so we take one more call, then we wrap it up on today's edition of the show. You are listening to the Costa Show, and Teves Na and now Bwaka Amara Kamara. We take one more call, and thank God we listen to a view from a Unity Party person and a view from the ANC person. So that's the beauty of this show. We all disagree to agree. We all come up here and make our analysis on things. So according to the Unity Party man, Tom Will, he said they will attack anybody because they feel that the ANC is trying to attack them to go second to the incumbent George Weah. So anywhere they come up from with that variables or what the thing that Teve was talking about, they will attack that particular era. And Bibola Musa said, with the silent voters, the only person that is capable of going first now is the CPP, Mr. Zana Cummins, followed by Joseph Boakai, and then Josh Weah coming third. So those are some of the things that we saw here on today's edition of the show. If there is no last call, then we will wrap it up. Teves, you want to come in?
We want to say thank you again and to our callers who participated in the show and some of our brothers.
Let's just make the person the last call because they've been calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
My name is Michael Harris, and I come from Minnesota.
Okay, go ahead quickly, Michael. You're live.
One of the guys I met here, let's go to I left the line, and then from the race he came. Well, I just called because of the point, right? The ANC people, I can just liken them to, they say in Africa, most part of Africa, that people will say life began at 40. And we shall see just an attempt for people to comfort themselves in the backwardness.
So one thing I must, to be honest with you, see, folks, one thing I can give to them is that anything I'll give them this. They know how to comfort themselves in a struggling political race. And one thing, any day, all of them are monitor. I can take that away from them. They will tell you, Mr. Comey, win first round ballot. Let American and say CDC and United Party struggling by AMC. Then you say, government making headways in the bottom portion of Lofa and then Tomofala also. Then I expect you guys should have asked him, where Mr. Comey making headways? He many places that other political parties making headways, but where Mr. Comey headways is spot. So, I mean, that's what I just call America. They would have making themselves feel good. I think it's good for them. I think it's a therapy for them. That's all I can say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Tevez. You're concluding and parting everything. Just coming up.
So, again, let me just summarize. And opposition political parties should stop attacking each other. Because when an opposition political party makes it to the second round, she will need the support of those other opposition political parties to win the election. 2, again, there are some folks, executives in the Unity Party, that are still loyal to Madam Johnson Sirleaf. They are giving us strategies as to how Unity Party is proceeding. If Ellie should succeed, it will be based on those people who are double dipping will make Ellen to succeed. To stop Ambassador Joseph Yima Bwaga in the back. Again, nowhere in this country that CDC will conduct election here and doesn't make it to the second round. CDC will make it to the second round. There's a possibility that she makes it to the second round and be defeated if the opposition community come together. So, Bwaga, I want us to painstakingly look into the issue tomorrow about the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law, where we see some of the professors there are resigning on a daily basis.
Yeah.
For some academic malpractice that is going on there. So we need to look at it tomorrow. We need to get our fact findings and get some of those communication, those resignation letters. And if possible, speak to some of those professors that have resigned and get from them clarity as what is unfolding at the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law. So I want to say thanks to our many participants, our callers, our Facebook commenters. We want to say thanks for always being with us on the Costa Show as we gave our objective and independent analysis as the issues unfold. We want to say thank you very much. We will be back at the same time on similar platform. Bye-bye.
All right. So, folks, like Tevez said, tomorrow I will not be here, Tevez.
Okay.
Tomorrow is the Abraham
Day. Abraham Day. Bwaga, I met Lai yesterday. Lai said we should go for our cow meat, Johnsonville.
I will not be on the show on tomorrow. We'll be celebrating our day on tomorrow. So probably Tevez may be here or we may likely not do it. So but we hope to see whether Tevez will make it on tomorrow. But for me, tomorrow I will not be here. I will be here on Thursday. Yeah, I will be here on Thursday. So folks, up until then, Bwaka Amara Kamara is my name, Sylvester Tevez now. Up until then, is bye-bye from our end.